Blackstone Audio presents Zama by Antonio de Benedetto, translated by Esther Allen. This book is read by Armando Durán. Preface. On December 23, 1849, Fyodor Dostoevsky, arrested and imprisoned 7 months earlier, stood in the heart of St. Petersburg with other members of the Petrovsky Circle, while an officer read out a sentence condemning them all to death by firing squad. For 5 minutes, the 28-year-old Dostoevsky knew his life was about to end. The first 3 men were tied to stakes, guns lowered in their faces. The future author of Crime and Punishment was in the next group. Just as the shots were about to be fired, an aide-de-camp arrived at a gallop bearing a stay of execution from the Tsar that commuted the group's sentence to exile and hard labor in Siberia. Many a biographer has linked that moment to themes and passages in the subsequent works. The memory of this false execution, observes Henri Troyat, remained alive in Dostoevsky's writing. Antonio de Benedetto, a writer so influenced he would say he was invented by Dostoevsky, also heard his own execution read out, and knew he was about to die. For 18 months during Argentina's dirty war, from March 24, 1976 to September 3, 1977, he was imprisoned, tortured, and on 4 occasions taken from his cell and placed before a firing squad. For the De Benedetto biographer, however, the impact of the mock executions on the literary work requires a more complex calculation. De Benedetto faced the firing squads 2 decades after writing Zama, his first novel and 3rd book, which in its growing and inexorable dread, its sense that the present results not only from the past, but also from the future, seems uncannily imbued with what its author would live through 20 years later. Antonio de Benedetto was born on the Day of the Dead, a fact he liked to underscore. He grew up in Mendoza, a city of 50,000 inhabitants at the base of the Andes, in an area of west-central Argentina that, by 1922, the year of his birth, was already Latin America's foremost wine-growing region, especially famous for its Malbecs. His parents were both of Italian descent, his father born in Mendoza, his mother in Brazil. His childhood was marked by the sudden and unexplained death of his father, a former soldier turned
Sample complete. Ready to continue?